So our protagonist is finally driving to Rockport City. Maybe y'all ain't paying attention, but he's just now entering Rockport. He doesn't know Mia. He's just encountered a red RX-8 on the expressway or the freeway, and he's just goofing off some time, kind of dig this. And everything's cool up until a particular Corvette C6 pops out of nowhere. This man right here is none other than Jonathan Krause or Sergeant Krause. He does not like street racers. This man is the physical video game equivalent of Georgia State Patrol. I mean that in every sense of the word. He is dangerous. If he got to destroy you and your car together, he's absolutely going to do that. But we'll get to that later. Maybe y'all ain't grasping where I'm coming from. This man is like North Carolina Highway Patrol, Florida Highway Patrol, and Georgia State Patrol put together. This man is absolutely dangerous. Probably the most dangerous protagonist outside of Khalid from Need for Speed Underground 2. Y'all ain't hearing me. Mia is an undercover officer. You're racing an officer as soon as you get into Rockport. Your ass is supposed to be arrested. This was all some kind of setup. It had to be. It can't be no coincidence that suddenly Cross stops you out of nowhere. But I digress. That's just a theory. Now, your ass supposed to be getting arrested. You're supposed to be getting jacked up out your car. Your car's supposed to be getting impounded and taken in to get broke down for parts to see if that bitch street legal. But by some fucking miracle, there's a god tier racer avoiding police to the point where they need his assistance. Remember, he's driving a modified Corvette C6 Grand Sport. I can tell by how the front bumper made. Oh, shit about to get personal after this, because right before he leaves you, he gives you his infamous pinstripe.
The more I should know about.
I'd like to take a little peek under the hood.
Good idea. Let me tell you what's about to happen. We're going to take your car, tear it apart, and see if it's street legal. You know, I'd lay odds that it ain't. Get a record down here.
Looks like your racing days are over.
Let me let you in on a little secret. Street racing in Rockport is finished. I've got a beautiful little surprise that's going to tear you guys apart from the inside out. Now get out of the car.
Attention Patrol Division. Units are in a high-speed pursuit of multiple vehicles, aggressively evading custody. Units in the area directed to clear and head up to provide cover.
Next time, you won't be so lucky. Nice pinstripe.
2 days pass and you're just running around looking for races until you run into Randy McCray and his big turbo Supra. You beat him and he takes you back to Razor Callahan, who won't race you either because you don't have enough rep. So he sends his boy Toro to race you instead. Now, after you beat Toro, you encounter a guy named Raj. Now, there's a lot of mystery that surrounds him, but in the pre-game footage of Need for Speed Most Wanted, it said that he was blacklist member number 16. See, Raj was an interesting character, but he ended up tying the rest of the older games together. You see, he says something regarding Need for Speed Underground and Underground 2. You catch what he just said. He said, look what the underground dragged in. Let's see how good you do in the daylight, meaning he knows you from either Olympic City, which is where Need for Speed Underground take place, or he knows you from Bayview, which is where Need for Speed Underground 2 take place. After you beat Raj, you get a call from this guy, Razor Callahan, and he's basically like, listen, little nigga, I heard all the little buzz you got going on. Yeah, that's all right, but if you want to come get this fade, come run it. Things don't exactly go as planned. I think our protagonist got greedy and wasn't actually aware of his surroundings, because there was no possible way that Razor was supposed to be able to mess with his car, causing him to lose the race. Now, Razor ends up getting your car. You end up getting thrown in jail by Cross, but you get out sometime later because you don't have a car. They can't pin races on you. They can't pin anything on you without a car, to which you're picked up by Mia.
Get in. I heard they didn't have enough on you. Guess it's hard to nail you for street racing when you don't have a ride. Razor set you up. He messed with your car. It gets worse. He's #1 on the blacklist, and he used your ride to get there.
So basically what our protagonist does after this is, well, he has to start all over from scratch to get his car back from Razor. See, he might have used the Cobalt, he might have used the IS-300 or a Mustang. We don't exactly know what specific car it was that he used to get up the blacklist, because remember, you got guys like Earl and Joe Vega. They are very fucking fast. Now we're at number 3, which is Ronnie McCray. He no longer has that yellow Supra with the cool paint job or livery. He has a DB9 Aston Martin. Next, you beat number 2, which is Toro Cito, and he gets beaten with ease. He pretty much has the exact same vehicle. Then you finally get a race with Razor Callahan in this new vehicle that you have built to face off against your own creation. Now, this is not just a normal race. This is like, bro, you have people as far as Olympic City and Bayview watching this race. By some miracle, by some grace of God, you finally beat Razor, but it doesn't exactly go how you think.
Never hold on to the #1 spot. Not with me on your tail. And if you want these, you're gonna have to take them.
It's over, Razor.
It ain't over until I say it's over.
Remember how Brian O'Connor was bonding with Mia, Dom Toretto's little sister, basically? Yeah, that's basically what was going on. That's the philosophy behind this, because it didn't take a few days or weeks to get up the blacklist. This had to have taken months. You don't race everybody in one day, because you have to build up the street cred, build up a rap sheet with the police and things like that. That takes time. So when you finally beat Razor and she handed your keys for you to escape, it was either out of love, because she was in love with you, or because, well, it was just remorse for using you to get up the blacklist. This doesn't sit well with him at all.
Where's the other guy?
He got away.
You mean to tell me the most wanted street racer happened to get away? What about the blacklist?
Forget the blacklist. They're through.
I want every single unit after the guy.
Everyone?
Everyone!
Rockport police is after you at this point. Every single unit in the city of Rockport. That's like the entirety of Memphis Police Department and a little bit of Georgia State Patrol mixed in with it, chasing you. They are after your ass. This is like probably 200 motherfucking cars after you. So you ducking and dodging the police. Cross right behind you. He on your ass like ticks and fleas, right? Then Mia calls you out of the blue to tell you about a bridge that's not quite completed, but you can make the jump. This resulted in the greatest motherfucking scene in the history of Need for Speed. I almost want to cry right now. Bro, seeing this in 2005 was the most amazing shit in the world. Look how big this goddamn gap is. Bro, when we seen this shit, bro, it was like a Travis Pastrana triple backflip or some shit like that. Speaking of, when they finally turn this thing into a movie, a proper movie adaptation, please, please, please have Travis Pastrana do the legendary bridge jump. Y'all tag Travis Pastrana below, tag the Hoonigans. Tell them he needs to do this bridge jump for the fandom. Our protagonist has officially did something that a lot of racers have dared to do because they was afraid of Cross. They escaped Cross, beat the blacklist, became the most wanted, but it wasn't exactly over with. Couple months passed since this legendary bridge jump, him escaping, crossing, things like that, before he ended up in Palm City, which is where Need for Speed Carbon takes place. So now he's back in Palm City to correct all of his wrongs. If you want part 4, let me know in the comments below.